Oh, come on. Wait a minute. There we go. Stream Deck problems. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy, what is this? Thursday. Happy Thursday evening to you. THF, good to see you. Hat Trick, good to see you also. Don't know what's up with my Stream Deck being a little slow today. Is there a plan? Yes, there is a plan in, uh-oh, wait a minute. Sheesh. There should be a plan in Discord. Let me double check, Marco. If there's not a plan in Discord, there is one under the events. Yeah, there is. Yep, there is. Happy Thursday. Yeah, Rock. It is Thursday. It is Friday Eve. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Happy Friday. JPM, dude, y'all cannot catch a break. JPM had a heart attack and got a stent and is slowly recovering from that. And now his wife's got double pneumonia and she's in the hospital. Dang, man, that's rough. Right, THF? It's not a live stream without some sort of technical difficulties. And for me lately, it's been happening a lot, more than it should. So I hope everyone had a good week. I've been practicing a lot this week with Vision Jet. And I think I finally got not the starting sequence, which is easy from what people are telling me, but I've got the flying ILS down pretty good. I've flown several ILS approaches this week. Loving it. So I'm going to scroll up to the top of chat and then we'll get started. We're going to be flying in Australia tonight. So Thursday night is Australia night with Oz Nomad. So we'll start out with AZ Bubba. Welcome in, Bubba. How are you doing? Enjoyed talking with you in voice the other night. It was Bubba, myself, and then Trial from the Flight Sim Thunderbirds. We were flying ILS approaches in the Cessna 172. No autopilot, just flying gauges in, and it was quite a challenge. I'll put it that way. Very challenging. We had a really horrendous crosswinds. But I welcome in Bubba. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Bubba is also a streamer. Let me give Bubba a shout out. Get my shout out button warmed up here. There we go. There's a shout out for Bubba. So welcome in. Super Typhon is here. Welcome in, Super Typhon. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And Wombi, dude, I was thinking about you the other day. I hope everything is good with you. Really good to see you again, Wombi. Wombi is an awesome creator of things in Microsoft Flight Sim. A lot of the things you may see behind the scenes, not realizing that it's his content. But Wombi is an awesome developer in Microsoft Flight Sim. Welcome in, Wombi, good to see you. What? Where'd that even come from? What the heck? Uncle B Sim Channel, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Uncle B Sim Channel is another fellow Flight Sim streamer, friend of the community, as well as I like to wake up to Uncle B. Good to see Uncle B. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Hopefully the music, does everything sound okay audio wise? I know Bubba was questioning the opening music, but I think it was just the plane sounds in the background that was making it sound weird. JPM, welcome in. Also good to see you. Oz Nomad, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Oz is the one responsible for the flight plans and the voice of the Australian tour. Welcome in, Oz. Viper Strike is here. What's up, Viper Strike? Good to see you also. Viper Strike, another Flight Sim streamer who spends a lot of time researching where he's flying. Very engaging streamer. Go give Viper Strike a follow. He took a week off to go on vacation, but he's back. Welcome back. Hat Trick, welcome in, Hat Trick. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, dude. Really nice to see you. And THF is here also. What's going on, THF? Hope you're doing well, as well as Marco. Marco, welcome in. Marco is a fellow streamer as well. Good to see you, Marco. Hope you're doing good. Let me give Marco a shout out. Where's Marco? There's Marco right there. There's a shout out for Marco. Rock 57, welcome in, Rock. Good to see you also. Let's see, just scrolling on down chat, welcoming people as they come in. You just started spring break. My spring break is over tomorrow, unfortunately, but it's okay. Wombi, I'm glad you're alive, man. That's good, dude. Always good to see you. Boozy Sheep, what's up, Boozy Sheep? Good to see you, man. Boozy Sheep is another Flight Sim streamer. Good friend of the community also. I spent a little bit of time in voice with Boozy. Where is Boozy's name on my shout out button? There it is. I spent some time in voice with Boozy Sheep a few days ago. Really enjoyed talking to you. And let's see here. Scrolling on down. Joe Soso, what's going on, Joe Soso? How are you? Good to see you as well. Welcome in, Joe. Nightwind Elf is here. Nightwind Elf is who is doing the New Zealand tours for us. Doing the flight plans and jumping in voice on our Sunday evening New Zealand tours. I'm doing something different each 4 days of the week, and it's hard to keep straight in my mind. Oh, okay. Had some spikes and pitch. That's weird. Okay. Nice. Glad to hear you're doing better, Uncle B. One shot, one cool. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday to you. ADK Air, good to see you as well. Welcome in. Good evening back to you, my friend. Still can't find the plan. Marco, go to. It's under. Oops. Wait a minute. I clicked the wrong thing. It's under. Under Microsoft Flight Sim, the MSFS, it's the first thing right up under MSFS. Marco, it's right there. Or you can just type in, you can type in exclamation route and it'll also give it to you as well. Frankie, what's going on, Frankie? We should be at, yeah, we should be at YMLI, Yankee Mike Lima, India, but I'm not seeing anybody at all. Am I at the wrong airport? Okay, something is funky here. Funky, let's get funky. Okay, hang on. Let me switch to the PC scene. I don't know exactly what the heck's going on here. So I loaded in the flight plan. Is this where you guys are, Oz? And Oz, are you in voice now? That way I can welcome you in.
Yes, Scruffy, looking at what you're showing on your screen there, I'd say you're offline. That scenery looks disgusting.
Okay, that makes sense.
I see about half a dozen other people here, but not you.
I am offline. What the heck? How does this even happen? How do I go online?
In the settings and data.
Thank you. I wonder how that even happened. I didn't do that. There we go.
If you lose connection, briefly, it can do it automatically sometimes. It just changes the setting.
We had a power surge this morning, and I bet you that's what's happened. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Oh, online services are unreachable. Oh,
there we
you're
go.
Back now. Yep.
There we go. Thank you. I was wondering what was going on with everybody. Thank you. And welcome in, Oz. Oz is the voice of our Australian tour. I'm sure it'll take just a minute and hopefully we'll see everybody. Oh, also, I probably need to turn Bing on as well. I bet you Bing's off. Let's see here. Is that under data as well, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, Bing is on. Okay, it's just going to take it a minute then.
Yeah, it usually takes a couple of minutes
There
for
we
it to
go.
all pop in.
There's everybody. You got knocked offline when you were loading in? Really? Maybe that's what happened to me as well. Yeah, it is Super Typhon. I do remember. Thank you. Now I feel better.
People in Discord saying the servers have been a bit poor the last few days, from what I've seen.
Okay. Well, I definitely feel better now about it, seeing everybody, because right before stream, I said, dang, where's everybody at? And now I know why.
Yep, I see you now.
All right, cool. I'm going to bring the drone back down. Look at Cappy Sticks in the sheesh. Now I forgot what it is.
It's a 777.
It just left me. Dorafly, what's going on? How are you? Osprey, thank you, Rock 57. It just like left me, man. My mind is so whacked from starting out with no one on the ground. It just totally whacked me out. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Osprey. Nice, Cappy Stick. Dorafly is here. What's up, Dorafly? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Let me give Dorfly a shout out, and then we'll go through the starting sequence and get up in the air. Paparazzi, good to see you also. Welcome in. Beethoven, what's going on, Dave Beethoven? How are you? Sheesh. Y'all, I'm falling in love with the Vision Jet. You already knew that, but I've flown it several times this week. And flying the ILS, I've got it down now. Anyways, I'm loving the Vision Jet, y'all. So I'm looking forward to Tuesday's stream.
Oh, stop it, Scruffy. Yes,
sorry.
You got me going again.
Oh, sorry, Oz.
I was leaning towards the Cessna Mustang because I'm a Cessna fanboy, but you're raving about the Vision Jet, so I'm completely undecided now.
I'm telling you, the Vision Jet has triggered a thirst for wanting to fly bigger jets now, and what it is, it's all part of just learning, building flight plans and then loading them into the plane and watching the plane do its own thing. And I've got to say, you know, I was a person who judged those that fly the passenger airliners on stream. I'm like, you know, so what? It flies itself, and you can talk and all that stuff. It's a lot more than just the plane flying itself, but it's really freaking cool when you get everything working. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at a business jet as a kind of stepping stone into airliners too, a bit further down the track. Yeah.
Yep. So, like I said, I got to say, I am one who you know was critical of those who fly mostly airliners, but I understand it is a ton of fun, and I feel more accomplished doing those than this. Yeah, it's really cool, Boozy. It really is cool. All right, so fuel. Okay, I got my fuel on. Fuel back off. Beacon on. Let's turn on our avionics. See what our baro is. So welcome in, everybody. We'll be on the ground in just a minute. I mean, in the ground. On the air, we're on the ground now. If you would like to fly along with us, feel free to jump on in. No rules, just flight is how I do things here. What does that mean, Scruff? That means you can fly what you want to and how you want to. 299er2 is our baro. Going the wrong way. There we go. Flight plans loaded in. Avionics on. Quarter throttle. Start it up and gradually work our way up to Rich. We are there. Flip all the switches we gotta flip. And get my RPM up where my volt light goes out. And we'll get up in the air. So once we get up in the air, we're going to be flying a heading of 207. 207 is our heading. Thank you, everybody, for flying along. Got a nice little crew. My plan today is to fly around 95 knots like always. Sometimes I'm good at that, sometimes not so good. Yeah, is Infidel here? By the way, Infidel Fireman passed his initial test for the flight director position that he's studying for. So I'm super excited. He texted me, oh gosh, earlier today, and I was so excited for him that he passed the initial, and now he's got to learn to build flight plans. And then the last thing in 2 weeks, I think it was, he said, then he's got to do the FAA oral. But yeah, he is killing it in class, and I knew he would. He is extremely smart with all things aviation, and I'm really excited to see him doing what he loves. Oh, you got a message from him too? Yeah, I'm so excited for him. Well deserved. He has really worked hard for this. Hey, Logic, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Good to see you. Logic is one of the leaders of the FS Thunderbirds, Flight Sim Thunderbirds. Welcome in, Logic. Let me give the Thunderbirds a shout out as we get up in the air. This is a shout out for the Thunderbirds. Logic, how you doing, man? Good to see you. There's really no runway here, so we can kind of, whoa, shoot. There's a big bump, though. Holy crap. That was rough on the landing gear. There's no runway that I could see anyways, I'll put it that way. Oh, nice. Oh, Chef, that's nice. That's gonna be, that'll be cool. Just settling in after returning earlier this week. Where have you been, Logic? A little bump to help get you in the air. Just a little push. A little push is all we need. All we need is love and a little push. All right, heading of 207 is where I want to be. Planet Neutral, what's happening, man? How are you? Let me get my plane flying like I'm supposed to be flying it here really quick. There we go. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, Logic. I totally forgot that you, after the last air show you were going. Well, welcome back, man, and thank you for serving. What is going on with things here? There we go. Now we should be good. Man, I'm glad to have you back. I'm doing fantastic, Planet Neutral. Y'all go follow Planet Neutral. Planet Neutral is an awesome flight sim streamer. Good friend of the community also. Great guy. Really enjoy Planet Neutral streams. And Planet Neutral, all of his bits, subs, donations, all go to charity, every single one of them. And what I love about Planet Neutral's Discord is after every stream or maybe once a week, you post how much money was raised that week and how much was donated to the charity. And I just think that's really, really cool. It is, yeah. So Rogue reached out to me about a month ago, as well as Toby Eye Tracker reached out to me too, and they were back to back, so I was really suspicious about that. I was thinking it was a scam to begin with, because to have back to back, you know, people hang on a minute, what is going on here? To have back to back partnership offers is pretty wild. But anyways, yeah, so I'm on board with them. Ah, that makes sense, Planet Neutral. That makes sense. There we go. Now we got things working right. Am I flying to Carnarvon? I'm not sure what that is. In fact, Oz, I'm sorry, I've been hogging the mic from you. I apologize. Oz, tell us what we have in store for tonight.
Yeah, no Carnarvon on this trip. We did that on the last leg. But we're sort of east of Carnarvon, inland a bit now. We're going to head back towards the coast to Monkey Mire, Shark Bay, the most western point of the mainland in Australia, Steep Point. And then we're going to turn around across the little gulf there to Shell Beach, Hamlin Bay, and the Overlander Roadhouse. And then we'll be heading, in preparation for the next leg, we'll be heading inland to land at a little airport
condition! Unacceptable!
Sorry, Oz.
Called Murchison. because in the next leg we're going to head to a POI in the game, which is the Murchison radio astronomy area in this part of the country, where the Square Kilometre Array and several other telescopes are.
Oh, cool. Very good.
And if you're up for a bit of fun, I've actually planned that next leg to be a little shorter in distance than we normally fly, because if it suits you, there's no airport at the radio telescope, not in the sim anyway, but there is a strip on the ground. We can land there, taxi over to the where all the dishes are, and take some group photos if you want.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I would love that. Thank you. Yeah, I think Bing is still loading in because this this scenery is horrible. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh, that doesn't look too bad below you. That stuff behind you
is horrible.
Pretty rough. You can see where it kicks in. There's nothing there.
Right.
But, you're more or less. It's pretty. I'm afraid pretty bare and uninteresting on this first leg of the flight.
That's okay. Hey, Lamb Sauce, welcome in, man. And dude, it is super late for you. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with it being as late as it is for you. Thank you. So this week I've been on spring break, and I've had some people want me to do some drone work for them, but I'm just, I'm really not into it as much as I was at one time. If I could stay busier than what I have been, then it would be different. But anyways, so I had this friend, a longtime friend, call me and say, hey, we've got 100 acres, or a longtime acquaintance, I should say. We got 100 acres. Can you do some pictures for us? So I'm just thinking, pictures around the perimeter. So we go out and look at the property, and I start second guessing myself, saying I should not have told them pictures. I should have sold them on a map, mapping the entire property, which is more along the lines of what they were probably wanting. So we get out there, and I get to talking to them, and I sold them on making a map, which is more than twice what I had originally told him price-wise. So I'm really excited about that. I get to do another map. So this afternoon, I built the flight path, and then I'm probably going to go out either Saturday or next Friday and fly it. So I'm pretty excited about that. I love doing mapping things. Although you got to be careful calling it mapping, because in some states that's considered, you've got to have a license and all that stuff. So be careful what you call it. Hoff, what's going on, Hoff? Good to see you. Huff, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. Lots of folks flying along tonight. We got Redskin Fan, Lamb Sauce, One Shot, One Coal, Cappy Stick. Welcome back, Cappy Stick. Makes me happy to see you. Crunch 888, AZ Bubba, Hello Wall, Oz Nomad, Nova Stuff snuck in down there. Almost didn't see you camo down there, Nova Stuff. Welcome in, my friend. Jerdot is here. And Nightwind Elf, welcome back, Nightwind Elf. Good to see you also, man. Thank you, Hoff. Happy Thursday to you too. And y'all, I just can't say how much I love the flight sim community. I really, really do. It's so cool. Oh, Murchison, yes. Murchison Wildfield Array and the ASCAP, very important radio telescopes. Yes. Hey, Asrap, welcome back in, man. Good to see you. Happy Thursday to you. Really, and I'll probably talk about this all the way up until Flight Sim Expo, but I'm really excited about Flight Sim Expo. I got my stickers, my Scruffy Tam stickers that I'm going to be giving out. It's got my logo and the word Scruffy Tam under it. So I'll be giving those out. I got 150 of them to give out. I'm super excited. My socks, my Scruffy Tam socks should be here within the next week. And if they look good and y'all like them, then I will start creating more. And they're on eBay actually right now, but I'm telling people not to buy them until I get to try them and check the quality of them. So my socks of the day, speaking of socks, I have not worn this one in probably over a year. This is my Ting Ting socks. This is my dog, Ting Ting. My daughter had these made for me 2 Christmases ago. So Ting Ting on the left, and then these are taxiway socks on the right. Yeah, that's right. Uncle B Sim Channel ordered a pair of socks Air mug, part of my merch, and I can't wait to see it. I'm always very no, I haven't, Hoff. I don't drink. So I haven't. No, I can say no, I have not. I'm always very hesitant about merch until I get my hands on it, because I don't want people to feel like they wasted money, you know, to spend money on a t-shirt or a hat or socks or a mug or whatever, and then get it and be disappointed. That's the last thing I want. Kept sticking the Osprey.
First of all,
Hey, settle down. Take it easy.
Bush Trip Ken, I love that username. Welcome in, Bush Trip Ken. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday to you, and thank you for the follow. Bush Trip, I love your username. And on Saturdays, no wait, is it Saturdays? On Saturdays and Sundays, I actually do bush trips. Not every Saturday and Sunday, but we're doing New Zealand on Sunday evenings, and those are bush trips. Especially this Sunday, y'all. You're not gonna want to miss Sunday's stream. Nightwind Elf did a phenomenal job with the flight plan, and it's gonna be amazing, especially with the new updated scenery in New Zealand. Yeah, on Thursdays, I fly the Cessna 172 in Australia with Oz Nomad Invoice. On Saturday mornings, we're in Italy right now, doing an Italy tour, and I'm flying some sort of, I don't know, something different on Italy. And then on Sunday, we're doing New Zealand bush flights. And then on Tuesday, I do this thing called Turbine Tuesdays. I'm learning how to fly jets, y'all. The Super Hornet, it's a bear to, is it really? I've never flown it before. Lawjaw, what's up, man? We're gonna have the whole Flight Sim Thunderbird crew in here before it's over with. Turbine Tuesdays, what's up, Pilot Ryan? How you doing, man? Lawjaw, welcome in. Also, I already gave the Thunderbirds a shout out earlier because Logic is in here, or was in here. Let me give Thunderbirds another shout out. Lawjaw's another member of the Thunderbirds, also is an ANP as well. He posts a lot of really cool pictures in my Discord of stuff they're working on. Pilot Ryan, welcome in, dude. Good to see you also. JPM, you're off to bed. No problem. Hey, man, praying for you still with your recovery and for your wife. Take care if this, anything that I can do this far away from you. I'd be glad to. Just message me in Discord. But yeah, you're in my thoughts and prayers, my friend. Oh, you just got back from flying? Oh, did you really? What were you flying, Lawjaw? Yeah, no problem at all, Logic. Going through the photos, Chef? Nice. You're welcome, JPM. Flew the 152, nice. 3 takeoff and landings. Now, Lawjaw, the times that you're in control, is that going towards your PPL? Are they allowing that to go towards your PPL? Dreaming. What's up, Dreaming? Thank you for changing the lights to blue. Oh, you were just with coworkers. Gotcha. Blue Eyed Tom, welcome in. Good to see you. Also, Flights with Joel. What's going on, Joel? How are you doing? Welcome in, Flights with Joel and Raiders. How's everyone doing this evening? Good to see you. Flights with Joel is another amazing flight sim streamer. Got lights flashing everywhere. Sonic the Revenge, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Dreaming, hope you're doing good, man. Flights with Joel, thank you so much for the raid. Flights with Joel is an amazing flight sim streamer. He was flying in Canada doing bush. Joel, 14 months. Wait a minute. How are you subscribed to me longer than I'm subscribed to you? Wow. Thank you so much for 14 months. Dude, thank you so much for that. Welcome in, Joel. Thank you for the raid. Y'all go give Joel a follow. They were doing bush flights in Canada, and then they were flying the River Skipper, I think it is, or the Skipper, the new plane by Got Friends, which is free. Doing some river flying with it. Good to see you. Red Heron, what's happening, man? How are you doing, Red Heron? And I'm super excited. Oh, if you say hello, thank you for dropping the bass, the Lord Blaze. If you say hello in chat, it automatically thinks that you're the first, you know, it just says that. Welcome to the stream. If you say hello, that's what it is. Lake Skipper, there we go. Thank you, Joel. It looked like a lot of fun. I was actually kind of peeking over there at you. Lord Blaze, what's happening? How are you doing? What's my opinion on tool trucks? I don't have a problem with tool trucks. So here's, I'm not sure exactly how to take your question because there's a couple different ways to take that question. One is tool trucks versus Harbor Freight, or you know, going to Craftsman, you know, a Sears store or something like that and buying tools. And then the other is some people don't like tool trucks because they are a distraction to employees and it takes away productivity. I will say this, I'll explain it this way as far as tool quality. Number one, oh, you just paid off your tools last week? Good deal, man. I tell you, the whole time I was a technician, I kept a running tab with the Snap-on truck the entire time. There's always a tool you're gonna need. But when it comes to professional grade tools versus hobby grade tools, for example, Steven Tyler. I don't even know if Steven Tyler plays a guitar. Anyways, Aerosmith. When you go and you watch Aerosmith play guitar, are they using cheap electric guitars that you can order from Walmart or eBay? No, because they're professionals. And I kind of relate that the same way as a professional technician. You want to use a professional grade tool. Will a screwdriver from Harbor Freight and a screwdriver from Snap-on do the same job? They will, but I guarantee you, thank you, Nightwind. I guarantee you I can take a screw out that the head is partially stripped on with a Snap-on screwdriver that you cannot with a cheap screwdriver. Thank you, I just embarrassed the heck out of myself. Tail Rotor, welcome in, good to see you. Yeah, so in my toolbox, you'll see a lot of Snap-on and Mac tools, but I did use Cornwell some, and some Craftsman, but mostly it was Mac and Snap-on. And another analogy I use to my students is when you see landscaping companies that are doing it professionally for a living, you don't see them using Murray brand lawnmowers on their trailer. or, you know, cheaper brands, they use the expensive stuff because it's reliable and it's not going to break down as often. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. But you just had the Snap-on guy put a screwdriver handle on a 1/4-inch soft handle ratchet. Yeah. But 90% of our students where I teach, they're not going to listen to me, and they're going to go and they're going to buy Harbor Freight tools. And then when they get a job and they realize the value of a professional grade tool, they're going to go and spend money all over again to get the professional grade stuff. But it's okay. Right. I mean, a hammer is a hammer for the most part, Lockjaw. Exactly. And a toolbox, you know, we tell our students, go to Harbor Freight and buy a toolbox, because the toolbox is just a place to house your tools. And they have pretty decent toolboxes. Well, yeah, that's true, Nightwind Elf, but is the sound quality going to be the same, though? Yes, Icon toolboxes are good, and we tell our students, you know, to go buy buy professional grade tools and go to Harbor Freight and buy a cheap toolbox, because all it's going to do is sit there and house your tools. Now, over time, will the drawer rollers or the drawer slides wear out quicker? Probably, but still. Okay, yeah, thank you, Nightwind. I really don't. I've never played guitar, so I really don't know. Thank you. Amps. Okay, so I'll start talking about amps then. I'll change that from guitars to amps when I talk to my students. Oh, good Lord. Do you really, Marco? Wow. But anyways, that's my opinion on tools. And I will step off my soapbox now. Post the picture in Discord, Marco. The one thing you like about aviation is you don't need as many tools as an auto mechanic. Holy crap, yeah. Uncle B, you win the prize for the funniest comment so far tonight. Very good. I play the air guitar very good. I'm an air guitar expert. The best air guitarist you'll ever see. Infinite Fireman, welcome in, dude, and congratulations. I was telling everybody, sorry I kind of stole your thunder. Infinite Fireman is a very, very good friend, awesome guy. Welcome in, Infinite Fireman. Go give Infinite Fireman a follow, please.
Is it me?
Firefang, thank you for coming in and thank you for the lurk. Firefang is a fellow streamer, does variety over on her channel, and she's also an amazing artist. If you need artwork, if you need emotes, hit up Firefang right there. Kurt Deezy, how you doing, man? Let me give Firefang a shout out, give Deezy a shout out, and I'm gonna give Infinite Fireman another shout out too. Congratulations again, Infinite Fireman. There's a shout out for a good friend, Firefang. I've known Firefang for a long time. And then Kurt Deezy right there. Go give all these amazing people a follow. Good to see you, everybody. Yeah, very excited for Infinite Fireman. Off. Thank you for changing the lights. Got really light winds tonight for being right here at the coast. I'm going to turn autopilot off. Just hand fly for a little bit. Right, we're having a party. Yes, party, but the police came. Oh, Infinite Fireman, the flight's been great, man. Thank you. Got a raid by got an awesome raid by Flights with Joel a minute ago. It's been good. Yeah, it's nice having a nice light wind tonight.
Okay, we're now flying over Shark Bay, which is a major World Heritage Site. This area was dry land about 22,000 years ago, when there was a fair-sized Aboriginal population living all over the land area. But the rising waters after the last ice age created this enormous bay, which is now, as I say, World Heritage Area. There's lots of protected wildlife and so forth here. The bay contains the world's largest known seagrass meadows and a huge population of dugongs in the area.
What's a dugong?
It's a dugong, Gruffy. It's a funny looking thing. It looks a bit like a seal or a large walrus with a funny shape sort of nose and mouth. I'll try and find some photos and stick them into Discord if I can.
Oh, a manatee? Is it like a manatee?
Yes, it is. Very
Okay.
similar to that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you, Kat. Very cool. Very cool. That's related to the manatee. Okay. Lima, how are you doing, Lima? Lima is another fellow Flight Sim streamer. Let me give Lima a shout out really quick. And sorry I interrupted you, Oz.
No, that's cool. I'm just gathering my thoughts for the next bit.
Okay. And welcome in, Kat. Good to see you also. Thank you for helping me out there. I am familiar with what a manatee is, and that's interesting. Oh, thank you, Marco. Oh, thank you, Infinite Fireman, for the shout outs. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Lima. Kat, are you a streamer? For some reason, I'm thinking you're a streamer and I need to give you a shout out, Kat. Are you a streamer? Welcome in. You're not? Okay. All right. Still shout out. Firefang, welcome in, Firefang. Thank you for giving, yeah, thank you for shouting out Cat Eye Eggs. Landed in Ibiza, was flying from Ponta Delgada to Ibiza. Nice. I saw you streaming earlier today, Lima. I have had a really busy day today. But in between, so I got up this morning, started a flight from northern Japan all the way down to the southern part of Japan. It was a little over 700-mile flight in the Vision Jet. Went and worked out while it was flying. Came back home, landed. Anyways, I had a busy day today. Yeah, Lima, I'm sorry. So and I think I've said this to you before. A lot of times I lurk and I hate to say something when I'm not able to stay long, you know, so I'll just lurk and be quiet for a little while in people's channels. Oh, they're already yellow, Hoff. I'm sorry. Oh, and Hoff, you asked how I always stay so upbeat. I love life. That's one reason. I love people and I love life. I love living. And that's one of the things that keeps me so upbeat. I enjoy it. Dave Rendon, what's happening, Dave? How are you doing? Welcome in. Dave Rendon, another awesome friend of the family, friend of the community, and a friend of mine also personally. I have met Dave Rendon in person. Really awesome guy and a streamer as well. Go give Dave Rendon a follow. Great guy. How you doing, Dave? Good to see you, man. So socks of the day on the right foot. I've got my taxiway socks and Viper, DC Viper. I was gonna say Viper Strike. DC Viper gifted me these socks a while back. So that's my taxiway sock on the right foot. On the left foot, Ting Ting, Sam the OG, my daughter, she gave me these socks 2 Christmases ago, and it's got the face of my dog on them. Ting Ting. Those are my socks of the day. Oh yeah, thank you, Dave. I can't wait to sport that thing at Flight Sim Expo, man.
Now those seagrass meadows that I was talking about, the largest known area in the world, they cover about 4,000 square kilometers at the bottom of the sea there. And one area contains a single plant, Poisidonia australis, which is 200 square kilometers inside. It's a single plant. The dugongs, there's about 10,000 of those, also called sea cows. I think they like the seagrass meadows a lot. That's why they're here. Also, lots of bottlenose dolphins in this area, which I'll talk a bit more about when we get to Monkey Mia. But these dolphins exhibit one of the few known cases of tool use by marine mammals. They actually put little sponges on their noses when they go foraging for food on the floor of the ocean to protect their noses.
Wow, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Nightwind, I don't know of a way to pull it in automatically. You do have to manually enter everything in.
And Monkey Mia, which is the mainland point that we hit shortly, is a huge tourist area. About 100,000 people visit this town every year. It's fairly isolated up here on one of these peninsulas, but mainly they come to feed the dolphins. Back 30 or 40 years ago, it was pretty much open slather here. You could rock down to the beach and wade out into the water and feed as many dolphins as you liked. But in recent times, of course, it's become much more controlled. Nowadays, in order to protect the dolphins' natural way of life and stop them becoming reliant on humans for food, they only feed about 5 or 6 specific dolphins that they recognise by sight, although they're also tagged, I think, and they only feed them about 10% of their daily requirement. So of those 100,000 people that come here to feed the dolphins, very few actually get to do it. And because each day there's a few fish, 3 or 4 fish maybe, to each of 5 or 6 dolphins, and we were unsuccessful. We were with the crowd on the beach, and they do tend to pick overseas visitors and kids, of course, quite naturally.
Yeah, so I think the dolphins were laying around drinking beer and getting fat on the couch watching TV and stuff. Is what's going on. Excuse me, that was a joke.
Oh, one we actually got to feed one. Wow, you're lucky,
oh, that's
man.
cool.
Yeah, back in 1996, it was a little more open than it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound pretty neat to be able to come and feed them. But I totally get that they would be dependent on humans and then they would suffer not being able to hunt their own food.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and you're not allowed to touch them either, because it interferes with the kind of mucus layer that covers their skin and can transfer diseases too.
Oh, that makes sense. So Wombi, now we know how old you are.
He's still a young pup.
Compared to me, yes. Yeah, thank you, man. I've been had a couple sneezes going on there. It's gonna get down low and check this out. Looks like there's some boats, something down there. Yeah, very cool. Beautiful shoreline also. You're only 2 and 96, dang. Speaking of young pups.
Yeah, very nice beaches down here, as are all West Australian beaches pretty much.
Now with this next airport, Yankee Sierra Hotel Kilo, I am going to be doing a short stop here. Just run and take a quick restroom break. I have finished my water, so I got to refill it. Right before stream, like less than 5 minutes before stream, I knocked this entire cup of water off my desk onto the floor. Made me so mad because we've got hardwood floors, so I've laid some towels down to soak it up. Yeah, Beethoven, that was Monkey Mia or Maya. Ricky, welcome in, Ricky. Good to see you. How are you? Dang, Marco. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, exactly. So I keep my liquids, my PCs over here on this side. I keep my liquids over on this side. So they're totally separated. Oh, that was a quiet one. Yeah, I keep them totally separate from any equipment. I do have a cup holder near the PC, but now it's my VR headset holder. Thank you for that fart, Super Typhon. Ricky, I have been outside. I have been outside view some. Thank you for dropping the vase. Thank you for dropping the. Welcome in, Scoop. I have been flying outside view, but whenever I go to land, I like to land in inside view. What's up, Scoop? Welcome in. Yeah, y'all go follow Scoop. Check him out. Lockjaw. My VR will not run Microsoft Flight Sim on this PC that I can tell. Now, I haven't spent a lot of time verifying that, but the times that I've tried to start Microsoft Flight Sim, it just kind of sits there and doesn't do much. So we'll see. I got a HP Reverb, not the Reverb 2. I got the original Reverb. Got it used, but I'm loving it. I've spent some time in Google Earth. The grandkids were here yesterday, so of course I didn't get to do anything with it yesterday because they wanted to play around in it. And today I've just been super busy. But yeah, I do want to see if I can fly in Flight Sim in VR. Scoop, I'm doing really, really well. Y'all go give Scoop a follow. Scoop is another streamer friend, does variety as well as some Microsoft Flight Sim as well. I'm doing fantastic, man. Zach, how you doing, man? Welcome in, Zach. Good to see you also. You have to use DLSS for it to be smooth. You've seen Sky doing it? Yeah. So the issue is though, my PC, I don't have a real strong, my PC is pretty much a minimal spec PC just for doing what I'm doing right now, streaming and Microsoft Flight Sim, as well as running the equipment that I have. So then you throw VR on top of it and really taxes it pretty hard. So I've been eyeballing some graphics cards, but I'm probably going to wait till after Flight Sim Expo to upgrade my PC. Yeah. Lodge, I've got a NVIDIA GTX 1080. Not a Ti, just a 1080. Yeah, you got a 2080 Ti. I've been eyeballing some graphics cards, so when Expo's over, I can start putting some money back for that. Oh, you got a 99K processor? Nice. Right? Yeah. Winterband, welcome in. Yeah, 1070. That really is pushing it. But a 1080 is just on the very, very lower end of what it needs to run. How you doing, Winterband? Good to see you. You got some crayons. Holy crap. Wow, you got a 4080. Nice, Zach. That's very nice. How you doing, Zach? How you been? Good to see you. Flying every day? Nice. Does it ever, I guess it probably does though. Does it kind of become a job like any other job, Zach, or does it ever get old to you? Yeah, exactly, Zach. And if I was in your shoes, I'd be the same way. I mean, I love to teach, and just seeing students get it, you know, is what is really awesome for me. Sergeant Sapper, welcome in. Sergeant First Class, good to see you flying along. So did they leave for bigger and better things, Lockjaw? Hoff, you going to bed? Thank you so much for being here, Hoff. Always good to see you, man. Thank you for hanging out and staying active in chat. I appreciate you. Ah, shoot. There we go. I'm just gonna pull over right here. Sticky, what's happening, man? How are you doing, Sticky? Good to see you. Happy Thursday to you. I'm doing really well. Cat Wotan, welcome in. Good to see you also. Cat Wotan is one of 56 pilots. I'm pretty sure it's 56 in Parasox Air, my virtual airline. Welcome in, Cat Wotan.
Nervous?
Yes.
First time.
Right, Lodge. I get that.
No,
I
I've
get
been
it.
nervous lots of times.
But yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Death Crow, welcome in, Death Crow. Good to see you. I was hanging out in Death Crow's channel as well. Good to see you, Death Crow. Hope you're doing well. Let me give Death Crow a shout out really quick. We raided Death Crow after my last stream, or maybe 2 streams ago. Anyways, good to see you, Death Crow. Let me give you a shout out really quick, and then I'm going to step away for a quick potty break. There we go. Dude, it's okay, Death Crow. The first time I had a massive raid, You know, it's so overwhelming that I didn't know what to say, what to do. It's it's totally understandable, Death Crow. Whenever you get a big raid, it's really amazing. All right, y'all, I'm gonna be right back in just a few minutes. All I gotta do is refill my water, get rid of some water, and I'll be right back. Enjoy talking amongst yourselves and the music, and be sure to hit those F's in chat. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see here. Switch scenes really quick. Turn the music back down. There we go. Welcome in, Lima. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Good to see you. Y'all, I have had so much energy this week. I've lost a good bit of weight, and Tuesday, I think it was, no, Wednesday, yesterday, I could not sit still. It was like I was on speed or something. I was just running around doing all sorts of stuff. Cleaned out my shed. I felt so good. Lamb Sauce, so are you seeing, are you not seeing my plane? Are you just seeing the lights? Is that what's going on? Because there is a fix for that. There is a fix for that if you're just seeing my lights. Clarifying instructor who does it because they like to, just has a better quality. Yeah, exactly. Lockjaw, I totally get that. Okay, Lamb Sauce, there's a fix for that. Oh, thank you, Sticky. I really do appreciate that, Sticky. That means a ton when people do that. Let me find that fix really quick and I'll post it up here for you before we get back up in the air. But yeah, at the gym this week, I've been pushing myself really, really hard. There we go. So there's a Lamb Sauce. There's the fix you need right there. Download that. Wombi actually created this fix and that'll fix it. Oh no, Death Crow. No problem, man. Just jump in when you can. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Sticky. A lot. I really do. All right, let's get back up in the air. Once we get in the air, we're gonna fly a heading of 237, 237. Yes, put it in the community folder. Yep, so it'll be a zip file, unzip it, and then just put that in the community folder, and that'll make it where the 172s are not just lights for you. And that will fix it. I've had a bunch of people have used this and it's fixed it. Oh yeah, Death Crow. I've gotta get that. I don't think I've got that mod yet. Yes, Lima, we are on Southeast Asia server. Yes, sir, we are. All right, so 237 is going to be our heading. Oh yeah, Lockjaw, that would be a nice combination for sure, and especially with the passion you have. You're a very passionate about your profession. And I know that from the pictures that you post, and dude, I nerd out like crazy on the pictures that you post, and you know that I do because I ask a ton of questions. Hey Ricardo, what's going on? How are you doing? I have the 414 Chancellor. I do have it. You would have had it sooner about the Kid Fox on Marketplace. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the community that have it, Ricardo, and it's amazing. That's a really nice plane as well.
Wind farm below. Lots
is it?
of wind along this coast. A very good place anywhere along the West Australian coast for a wind farm.
Oh, is it off to my right? I'm not seeing it.
I think behind you now, just behind you.
Oh, crap. Oh, yep, I see it now. Oh yeah, Ricardo, I don't know anything about it. I've only flown that plane one time. Not that I don't like it, but I like this plane better. Really? Oh yeah, that's true, Lockjaw, because that's what you do. You're more tuned into looking for things wrong than what the instructor would be. That's pretty funny, Lockjaw. Nice to Xbox people finally get the Mini 500 by Got Friends. Yeah, yeah. So some of the stuff that I took out of my building, the shed that I've got, I've got so many people messaging me on Facebook. Some are scammers and some are legit. So that's what I was just looking at. Sorry, y'all. Let me answer this one really quick. So a while back, I bought a set of takeoffs, and a takeoff is when a dealership is upgrading the wheels on a vehicle. They'll put bigger tires on it or whatever, and then the ones they take off they'll sell, or they'll put it on a different vehicle. So I bought a set of takeoffs and one tire by itself, and the one tire is a different size than the other four, and I didn't know that. So it's been sitting in my utility building forever, and I put it up on Facebook, and it's a bunch of people are hitting it up. Yeah, of course, Lockjaw. Just look up Scruffy Tam, Lockjaw. Hang on, I'm trying to respond to this guy. So he's in town and he's trying to head out. He's gonna head out tomorrow morning and want to know if he can pick it up on his way out. Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon. What am I doing tomorrow afternoon? And let's see here, Lockjaw, I'm trying to find you really quick. I'm being extremely rude, and I apologize for that. Right. Thank you, Death Crow. Yeah, I totally deserve that, but I'm just trying to, man, I'm trying to clean out this shed and get rid of some stuff there. Sorry about that. I know, but it's still, you know, I mean, I pride myself on focusing on chat and flying and kind of putting off everything else. And it is kind of against stream etiquette to be on your phone while you're streaming, but thank you for understanding, because that is a little bit different circumstance.
Okay, we're heading towards Steep Point now, which is the westernmost point of the Australian mainland. There is, as we arrive there, you'll notice there's a there's an island very close to it, off our right wing, Dirk Hartog Island, which was at one time a very big sheep station. But about 30 years ago, or less, slightly less, they started to clear the island of all the feral animals, the sheep and other introduced animals, to try and return it to the state it was in 1616 when Dirk Hartog landed here. That took about 20 years, and in 2018 they began to reintroduce the native species to the island. Has been apparently very successful.
Very neat. And I love the fact that in different places that they are doing that. Also, Oz, are these reefs that are right here below us or below me?
Good question. I mean, I would think there would be coral structures down there, but not to a huge extent.
Yeah.
They're mainly just sort of shallow waters, but snorkeling would be good here. The Ningaloo Reef, which we looked at further north when we were around the Exmouth area, is the main reef on the western side of Australia, and it peters out further north from here.
Okay.
Also, Steep Point is a well-known place in Australia for game fishing from land. And there's a lot of offshore fishing goes on here. They catch a lot of big fish, but people fish off the cliffs here. They basically harness themselves to the cliffs, float their baits out with helium balloons and drop them into the water, and then they haul their catch in. They've got specially designed grappling hooks. But unfortunately, apparently, it's quite often that a shark will take the fish before they actually get it hauled up onto land. So it's a bit of a thankless task.
Hey. A lot of work for nothing, huh? Feeding the sharks. What just happened? Oh, General Hodaz. Thank you so much for the sub, the prime sub at that. Welcome in, General Hodaz. Thank you so much for that. Wow. I appreciate that a lot. Have you been following for a while? Man, that means a ton. Yeah, I noticed Captain Stick changed to the F-35.
Yeah, in the waters below us, actually, there are a lot of stromatolites, and I'll talk a bit more about those when we get to Hamelin Bay a little further on.
Oh, nice. Thank you, General Hodos. I appreciate that. Are you flying along with us tonight? So tomorrow I will probably be doing another Parasox air route in the Vision Jet, looking to do about a 700 nautical mile flight again. Just trying to figure out how to work that into my day, because tomorrow I've got an accountability group that I meet with every Friday at 6:30 in the morning. And then after that, I'm going to go work out, and then I got to go to the grocery store, but I have to make sure I don't run out of fuel or overshoot the airport. Tonight is relax and watch other fly. Nice. Thank you, General. Hey, nothing wrong with them doing that every now and then. This is a really beautiful area.
Yeah, off the coast here, in 1941, the HMAS Sydney, which is a light cruiser, was involved in a a battle with a German converted merchant ship called the Cormorant, and it ended up with both vessels being sunk. The Sydney went down with the loss of all life on board, pretty much. I don't think there were any survivors, but there were a lot of survivors from the German ship, and both ships were subsequently lost and were unable to be found after the war. It was a huge area here that needed to be searched to find the wrecks, and both were ultimately rediscovered in 2008.
Oh, wow. Lockjaw, you heading out? Sapper, I'll answer that in just a minute. Lockjaw, have a good night, man. Sleep well. Good to see you. I appreciate it. No worries, man. You got to vent sometimes. I understand. And Oz, funny story or funny thing, when you were mentioning about the sheep, when I first looked at Steep Point in Little Nav map, I thought it said Sheep Point, and then I realized it said Steep.
Cheap as in inexpensive, you mean, or cheap as in birdie cheap?
I thought it said sheep, like the animal sheep.
Ah, right. Well, that would be appropriate. Yeah. Well, just not very far away on Dirk Hartog Island, that would have been appropriate. Yeah, a Sheep Point. Yeah.
Hey, Speedy, how are you doing? Sapper, let's see here. Sapper's asking about a useless airport loop off to our south, on the southeast. I must have missed that, Sapper. I haven't, I didn't see that. Sorry. That was bad. Sheep Point's in Scotland, yes. Speedy, good to see you, man. Gasper, good to see you also. Welcome in, Gasper. And Speedy. So Speedy is a disabled gamer, actually. Is a streamer on Twitch as well. Good friend of the community. Oh, I see the cliffs now, Oz. When you were talking about cliffs, I was wondering where you were talking about, but yeah, I totally see now. Let me give Speedy a shout out really quick. Oh, you took off from that airport? What ton? YUSL. Oh, Useless Loop. It's the next airport. I see now. It's the next airport in the flight plan. That's funny. I didn't notice that was the name of it. Oz, do you know the name? I mean, do you know the story behind the name Useless Loop?
Yeah, just looking at it now, actually. I mean, Useless Loop, it's a closed company town. It's to do with the solar salt operation that takes place up here. I'm just scrolling down to see if I can find how the hell it got named.
You're welcome, Speedy. Y'all go give Speedy a follow. He's a good friend of the community here. A great guy. Oh, it's in the Flow Wiki. See, I never think about using the Flow Wiki, actually, Marco. How do I use the Flow Wiki? I don't have it installed, I bet you, for one. Or is this it?
Here we go. The first half of Useless Loop's unusual name was bestowed upon it by French explorer Henri Louis de Saulce de Freycinet. Wow, that's a big name. Brother of the more famous Louis de Freycinet, who had some stuff named about him further south. During his expedition to Australia, he dubbed the area Havre Inutile, useless harbour, because he believed the inviting harbour to be entirely blocked by a sandbar. So it was useless.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Oh, Lamb Sauce. No, this is actually Oz Nomad. I met Oz through Captain Arash, through his stream. Right? Yes. No bathroom break while in flight, right, Speedy? Oh, Sapper, that's pretty funny. All right, back into the inside view now for a little bit. This is true, Speedy. I deserve it. Open the door a little bit and you can have a bathroom break. Exactly, General Hodas. You can't see me. You're on my server. Ah, you restarted the sim? Do you see my name and you just can't see my plane, Andy? Let me see if I can see you. No, make sure that you're not still in group mode. Right here, make sure that you're not in group mode. 'Cause that's actually what my problem was the other day. I was in group mode. Welcome in, Stroke Base. Who else has joined? Yeah, Wotan, Redskins fans. AZ Bubba's with us. Welcome in, Bubba. I think I've shouted everyone else out. Winterband is here. Welcome in, Winterband. Oh, that's true too. That's true too, Lamb Sauce. Make sure you're playing online, Lima. So go to General and then Data, and make sure that your online functionality is on. Mine was off, and that may be what your problem is too. Wiki's in the utilities drop down. All right, hang on a minute. Utilities up here. Speedy autopilot does some pretty funny things sometimes.
You'll get a good view of the salt ponds at Useless Loop as we fly over them. They're reasonably well represented in the sim.
Oh wow, yes they are. Oh, okay, Marco, I'm with you. I'm with you now. I'll do that in just a second. I want to see these salt. See these salt farms. This is pretty cool. So I did another Rogue Energy order just for their hydration, and that was their candy. I forgot what they call it now. Candies, which is, or it tastes like Skittles. That hydration tastes like Skittles, and they've also got a strawberry bubblegum flavor that's pretty good too. Hey, Kev, what's up, Kev Mick? Well, how are you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. I know, right, Speedy? The other day I was doing a 3-hour flight in the Vision Jet, and I had went away. I forgot what I went to do, and I came back and I didn't check my minimum safe altitude. Minimum safe was like 15,000 feet. I was set at 10,000 feet, and my plane had crashed right into the apex of a mountain. I was right there on the very top of a mountain. It was hilarious. Oh yeah, this is really cool. The salt farms.
Yeah, I don't know much about salt mining, but my guess would be that they have sluice gates on the ocean side, which allow the salt water to come into these ponds, and then they close them off. And when they say it's solar, they mean the sun dries out the salt, and they eventually scrape it off the surface and ship it out, and then run the whole process again.
check this out. Did anyone notice the writing down there?
No, I certainly didn't. What did you say?
It says useless. Hang on a minute. Where's it at? Ah, I saw it. It said useless loop. It was written in the dirt. Where was it at?
Come on, what are you smoking back there, Scruffy?
I promise you it said it. Did anyone? No, there it is. There it is.
Oh God, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I
Look at
even
that.
saw it. But
Some
in there,
enterprising, probably the bush bashing four-wheel driver has carved that out. I guess.
that's pretty wild. I just happened to look down and see that when you were talking about the salt farms there.
Well spotted, sir.
That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, lamb sauce. I'm sorry. I went into active pause mode when. There we go. Bring the drone back. Sorry everybody. Every now and then I do chase squirrels, and the students love it when I start chasing rabbits or squirrels, as they call it. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Got into your stash. I know, it's really incredible scenery. And this isn't add-on scenery. This is just the Australia World Update that they dropped a while back. Yeah, that detail was pretty amazing. Some places are very well detailed and then others not so much. But yeah, that was pretty cool. It is what we're here for. I mean, I enjoy, as much as I enjoy the flight, and I do enjoy flying, but I enjoy the scenery just as much as I do. Oh, the squirrel chasing. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, Speedy, we both crashed this week. Yes. Yeah, my students love it though when I get off topic and start talking about other things. Of course, I was the same way too when I was a kid. So,
now be careful how you're flying, everybody. No squirrels shall be harmed on any of my flights. Thank you.
watch out for the flying squirrels. Rocky, watch out for Rocky.
Actually, you won't harm any squirrels here. We don't have any in Australia. So.
Really? No squirrels in Australia?
No, not at all. No.
Wow. Dang. Oh, Wombi, if you're still here, if you're
we
still,
don't want any, thank you. We've got enough introduced species as it is.
Wombi, if you're still here, I request a squirrel, a flying squirrel, and we're gonna name it Rocky. Your plane is being piloted by a squirrel. Yeah, Speedy. Speedy wants to know, do you have trees?
Oh, plenty of trees. Trust me, lots and lots of trees. There's trees here, but they're all eucalypts in the main, and until you get over to the east coast. But yeah, they're pretty scrubby and scraggly looking trees. But they provide nice oil, which is sold and used a lot around the world.
You know, I guess if you guys had squirrels, they'd probably be like poison squirrels or something. So it's probably a good thing you don't have them.
Absolutely, they'd be out there with the drop bears creating havoc.
Yes. Kev, I don't think I did, but I'd be glad to show you. In fact, well, we're just flying over the water. I think I can do this. Hang on a minute. Let me find so I can pull up my Stream Deck. Stream Deck. soon as it pulls up. There we go. Oh, did I show it before? But I don't mind. I mean, if anyone wants to know how to do auto shout outs, not auto shout outs, but with the shout out button, I don't mind showing really quick. So this is what the current screen on my Stream Deck looks like. And I've got many screens, but this is the shout out button. So basically, the shout out is Bar Raider. So you gotta find, here, Twitch Tools Bar Raider. So basically you go up here, click on the Stream Deck store, search Twitch Tools Bar Raider, scroll down, and there should be one called shout out. There it is, shout out. Drag it over, and then all you got to do is connect your connect your Twitch to this. And then when I push the shout out button, check this out. Let's see if it'll do this, if it'll show up. There it is. Yeah. So when I push the shout out button, it pulls up everyone's icons. So everyone in chat, there's all the icons. As long as someone has chatted in chat, their icon will be showing up here. And it can be multiple pages of people. And that's how I do the shout outs. I just push that button. So for example, yeah, Kev's right there. So I'll push Kev's button. And then it gives him a shout out. Oh, I didn't realize you were a streamer actually, Kev. So that's how that works. It's a really cool tool, and it helps keep you from having a, you know, it keeps your moderators from having to be so busy. So it's a really nice tool for that. So yeah, go give Kev a follow also. Oh, it was something on settings. Okay, Lima. Well, good. I'm glad you can see me now. Yeah, mark up with the Z car. Yep. No, Kev. I know you weren't. I know you weren't. But I'm glad to see that you're a streamer. I'll try to remember to shout you out each time you're in here. But no, dude, I totally get it, and I don't mind. I don't mind people letting me know that you're a streamer. You can come out and say it. Just when it bugs me is when people just, you know, keep on and on and on and on. You know, give me a shout out, raid me, come watch me. Yeah, there's Andy. There's that's Lima right there. I can see you now, Lima. Hey, Staff, how you doing, man? What's going on? Hey, how about a shout out in the raid? What's up? How are you doing, Staff? Good to see you, my friend. Sergeant Staff is another awesome flight sim friend of the community. Sergeant Staff is doing a series of ocean liners on his channel. Talking about ocean liners, he's got some really awesome videos that he shows as well. Go give him a follow. Go give Sergeant Staff a follow. You hit 300. Excuse me. Congratulations, man. Yeah, Bubba, we got a nice little escort. Right, Speedy. Yeah, I love that. And I've always been that way. I don't mind people making fun of me.
Okay, we're coming up on Shell Beach now, which is almost dead ahead on the lagoon side of this bit of land here. It's appropriately named because it's a 60-kilometre stretch of beach. It's entirely made of shells. It's one of only 2 beaches in the world entirely made of shells, and these shells run to a depth of like 7 to 10 meters.
Wow.
The shells are from a cockle species, and over time they actually break down and form a limestone, which at various points in the past was mined here.
Wow, that's really cool. And I think I've seen pictures of Shell Beach before.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the other one is, but there is another one in the world. I don't know whether it's in Australia or not. But there's some pics in Discord as well when we get the time.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. After we fly over it, then I'll show those off. Yeah, this area is really nicely detailed for sure. Bubba, thank you, man. Thank you for flying along. Good to see you. Have a good night. Sleep well, my friend. So you said you're going to do the transatlantic voyage in the DC-6. Very cool. Oh, Death Crow, it looks like an airstrip. So you got your PC going now? Sky Command, what is happening, man? Sky Command, welcome in, Sky Command and Raiders. A 3,000-mile flight, holy crap. Welcome in, Sky Command and Raiders. How's everyone doing? Y'all, if you don't follow Sky Command, you've got to go follow Sky Command. He is an awesome streamer. Mostly does flight sim, but tonight I saw you doing Assetto Corsa, so doing a little racing tonight. Oh, just trying to see the fitness gains. Nice. Y'all, please go give Sky Command a follow. He really is an awesome raider. Cannot wait to meet Sky Command at Flight Sim Expo. Great guy. Welcome in, Sky Command, and thank you so much for the raid. Factual Gold, thank you for coming in as well. Good to see you guys. Hope you're well. And Factual Gold is another flight sim streamer, and does some variety on her channel as well. Go support him though.
Yeah, another contributing factor to this Shell Beach here is the waters in this lagoony area, this bay area, are very saline, very high salt content, which discourages other predatory species and has allowed the cockles to flourish here over thousands of years.
So this isn't a beach you would want to walk on barefoot, I assume.
Probably not. I don't know it would be that comfortable. I don't think they're gonna like cut your feet to ribbons, but it certainly wouldn't be comfortable.
All right, let me pull up these pictures. Oz is really good about posting pictures of some of these places for us to look at and get it pulled up. Oh, nice. I didn't know you posted pictures of Monkey Maya. Is it Monkey Maya or Mia? Am I saying that wrong?
It's Monkey Maya.
Monkey Maya. So here's someone with dolphins.
Yeah, that's just off the beach during the feeding session.
Oh, okay. Is this just a stock photo? I didn't know if it was one you took or not.
No. I've got photos from here dating back quite a way, but I couldn't find them in time, so I just grabbed a couple off of Wikipedia as examples of what it looks like.
More dolphin feeding.
And that's the thronging crowds waiting to get their turn to feed a fish. Lucky dip, you've probably got a better chance of winning the lotto.
Wow. Oh, that's the ship you were talking about. They got lost. Yeah,
that's the Sydney that was sunk in 1941. Yeah, and only found again in 2008.
Wow. Oh, there's the salt ponds at Useless Loot. I need to open these up in the browser. They're kind of small. Let's see if that'll make it. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. when you lived in northwestern Australia, there were some tourists that went on a hike barefoot and got 3rd-degree burns. Wow, I can see that though.
Yeah, that aerial photo is quite good. You know, well, the sim is quite good compared to that aerial photo. Actually, they've done a good job.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you don't walk on the beach much in barefoot here during the heat of the day because yeah, you'll be hopping.
That makes sense. And this is Shell Beach. Oh wow, yeah, this is Shell Beach right here. See, this isn't the beach I was thinking about. The beach that I was thinking about that was Shell Beach must be the other one because the shells were darker, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
so
have a
this
quick
is,
Google around in a minute, see if I can find where that second one is.
Beethoven
Oh,
Useless Loop was
Mrs.
back. Was back
Mrs. Oz
away.
has just delivered me a nice cup of tea.
Oh,
Thank you, Mrs. Oz.
nice. Oh, look how clear these are. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, this definitely is not the beach I was thinking about when I was thinking Shell Beach. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you, Oz, for sharing all these. Oops. There we go. So, Sky Command, how was your stream, man? How was stream tonight? Oh, you're welcome, Kev. You know, that's one thing I love about streaming is we can all share. I mean, some of these ideas weren't mine. I've pulled them from other streamers and other streamers pull them from me. So I just love that as a collaborative group of streamers, we all, you know, help each other out. So yeah, if you're a streamer, anytime anyone has a question about anything that I do or my setup, or if you have a suggestion for me, hit me up. I've helped 3 other streamers this week with some setup things for their streams, and I love helping others. There's nothing that I do that's, you know, I don't mind sharing at all. Your stream is basically chaos. That's okay. And next stop is, let's see here. Overlander Airport, actually. Yankee Kilo Alpha Delta, Beethoven. Yankee Kilo Alpha Delta, it's Overlander Airport. Oh, Kev, so
Okay,
oh, go ahead.
I've got three Shell beaches listed around the world. Shell, our Shell beach is at the top of the list apparently, but there's one at Sanibel Island in Florida, and another one at Saint Barthélemy, wherever that is. Sounds like it'd be in the West Indies somewhere.
Huh. Do any of the other 2 have dark shells, or maybe I'm just mistaken?
Hang on, diving in. One of them, yeah, I've got a picture here. It looks dark. Yeah.
Okay,
Hang on,
that may
I'll
be the
dive
one
in a
I'm
bit
thinking.
further.
No, don't worry about that, Oz. I was just curious. Beach and Steve, what's happening, man? How are you? Good to see you. So when the first Stream Deck that I bought was not the smallest one, but the mid-range one. And this is before they changed to where you have pages now. And it was the 12 button one, I think it is, or 15 button, I think. But once I realized its capabilities, I filled that thing up very quickly. So then I bought the Stream Deck XL, and then shortly after I bought the XL, they made it where you could flip pages. You're welcome for the shout out, Future Steve. But let me show you. I'm going to pull it back up again. I've not gotten anything that's from Elgato that wasn't just amazing. Elgato makes some really good stuff. I use the Elgato green screen. I've got Elgato key lights. Everything works great. So I'm gonna pull this back up and share my screen again, if y'all don't mind. All right, so my main screen is this. This is my main page on my Stream Deck when it opens up, and I've got the different apps that I use. Now I don't use this because I don't use many of these apps anymore, but so it opens up. I can push each of these to open up all the apps that I use with Flight Sim. And then pre-stream, I use this before I start streaming. So it's got my starting soon scene, it's got my just chatting, BRB, and PC, and it's got some other things as well. My sock cam, my timers, 5-minute timers, where I can turn my face cam on and off. And then my during stream scene is what I was just showing you guys. Now, I told you I had a SOS. So in the case of a bot raid, and this happens periodically, if I push the SOS button, it's going to take me to this page where I can either select sub only mode, emote only mode, or slow mode. But in the case of a bot raid where I'm getting like, you know, thousands of follows or hate rate or whatever, if I click this button, it goes to emote only chat, sub only chat, creates a stream marker, so it marks the point of the stream where I got the raid. It also creates a clip as well, and that will kill a bot raid very quickly, and you have proof to Twitch that, hey, I got bot raided, get rid of all these or whatever. I don't know if it works that way or not. Camera angles, which I don't use, stream start and end, and then music. I've got a page for some of the music that I use. Anyways, that's how I have my Stream Deck set up. But I love that there's so many different, yes, nice big red button for emergencies. Yep, there's so many awesome things that a Stream Deck will do. And the Stream Deck doesn't do anything that you couldn't do by using shortcut buttons on your keyboard, but it just makes it a whole lot handier with it right here in front of you and just pushing one button. You try to fly as slow as possible. That is hard to do, Lima, in a fighter jet. Wow. Whoa, we got a big crowd of people that are flying along with us now. Sheesh. Dang, that's awesome.
Okay, we're approaching Hamelin Bay now, an area notorious for shipwrecks. This bay is exposed to all the prevailing weather coming from the northwest, and also in the waters here there's a lot of these small little reefs that I spoke about before. So there have been a number of shipwrecks in this area. It's also the home of the stromatolites, and there's an area just off the coast here called Hamelin Pool where you can go and see them. They're actually cyanobacteria, and they're descendants of the earliest form of photosynthetic life that existed on Earth about 3.5 billion years ago. They're virtually unchanged from the organism that lived at those times. And they gradually build these mounds up in the sea, a little bit like coral. The lower layers die off and the living ones are on top, and they grow to form small mounds.
That's neat. Do you have any pictures of that?
Yep, coming right up in a couple of minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Turd Ferguson, how are you doing, man? Yeah, you know what? It's my Friday night too. Even though it's Thursday night, I only have to go into the office once every few months at work. Other than that, we're working from home. So I really enjoy that flexibility with my full-time job, because we don't have students on Fridays. So that's really nice. So this is kind of my Friday night as well. Infinite Fireman's back. Welcome back, Infinite Fireman. And yes, Kev, it really is amazing. It's not a necessity for sure, but it does make things easier, and it helps eliminate the need for mods, or at least working your moderators as hard. Oh, you're cooking gumbo right now? Nice. Is stuff flying in formation with an F-35 and a 145? Yeah, I can see that. Look out for the street. Uh-oh.
Okay, a couple of photos of stromatolites in the Discord now. These organisms were actually thought to not exist anymore. They were thought to have died out or gone extinct a long, long time ago. They were only rediscovered here and in a few other locations in Australia in modern times.
That's really cool. Yeah, I thought I was about to have a CTD, is why I said, uh-oh.
Yeah, again, the water here where the stromatolites occur is hypersaline, which deters the predators that would normally feed on this bacteria, which is why they're able to survive and for so long and grow these structures over time.
Oh, wow, that's really neat. Once we land at this next airport, I'll show you what Oz is talking about.
Yeah, there's plenty of examples of fossilized stromatolites all around the world. I'm sure, I don't necessarily think that Australia is the only place where living ones exist these days, but the fossilized ones can be like 50 meters tall and 30 meters in diameter.
How tall? Did you say 50 meters tall?
That's correct. Not these ones we're going to be looking at. They're much younger. But the fossilized ones, which obviously existed for probably billions of years,
right.
Growing to that height. Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, there's a nice boardwalk at Hamlin Pool here where you can walk around and view the stromatolites. It's a very nice walk.
Tam, what's up, Tam the OG? That's my daughter there. Welcome in, Tam. Tam the OG, thank you so much. Yes, helping me. Yeah, yes, helping me pay my bills. There you go. Thank you, Tam. Yeah, Factual Gull, I don't know if you've met Tam the OG, but Tam the OG is my daughter. She used to be a streamer herself, but she was working on IVF in vitro fertilization, and she now has a almost 6-month-old little boy that she's taking care of, so she has kind of postponed streaming for a little bit. But yeah, that's my daughter. Oh, no problem, Tam. Oh yeah, Kev, that is Oz Nomad. Oz is a member. You're a member of Australia. He's a resident of Australia. And is also in Captain Arash's stream as well, helping out. Chili Willy, thank you for the alert. Welcome in. Yeah, Tam, a lot of new friends here, babe. We give Chili Willy a shout out. Welcome in, Chili Willy. Good to see you. Yeah, y'all, Tam the OG, that's my daughter. I talk about her some on stream. Oh, you got it. Thank you, Infinite Fire, man. Thank you for shouting out Chili Willy. So when I was a variety streamer, when I first started streaming, her and I did, shoot, what did we used to call it, Tam? Something Fridays. Sheesh, I cannot remember what we used to call anyway, Team Stream. We would do Team Stream Fridays. And we would stream like Jackbox games. We did, if y'all remember Twitch Sings, the karaoke. We did karaoke, all kinds of things. Because when I first started streaming, I had no idea what I was going to do stream wise. So I was going to do it kind of like a podcast to begin with, but that didn't work out very well. So then, anyways, transitioned to playing all sorts of different things, and had a blast with it. Yeah, I understand, Beethoven. Oh, come on, don't CTD on me now. If it CTDs, I'll just spawn back in it. Yankee Kilo Alpha Delta. It looks like it. Oh wow, it actually survived. I thought it was gonna CTD for sure. Oh, yep. Everybody just disappeared. When I land, I'll oh, there we go. Everyone's back now. It's just a sim being simmy. The sim is being simmy. And maybe once we get back up in the air, I'll do one of those two-tone Murphy things where I turn my cameras off, go into autopilot, we'll turn on some hype music and go fly around in the drone a little bit. Hadn't done that yet this stream. So my next stream will be Saturday, and we'll be flying in Italy Saturday. Oh no, Marco, your entire computer freezes up when you're streaming lately? That sucks. Am I gonna talk with my hands? I have before. Actually, I do talk with my hands a lot when I teach. Oh man, it took me a minute. Isn't the new GPU updates really crappy and have to roll back? Yes, Infinite Fireman. Do not update your NVIDIA or any of them. Actually, both NVIDIA and the other one that has an X in it. All I can think of is DMX, and I know it's not DMX. Oh, is there a hot fix for it now? You got a low fuel warning and you're landed on the airfields. Oh, nice. There you go, RTX. I knew it was in X. Thank you. Had the X right. You just updated him and you're fine? Oh, that's good, Frankie. Okay. I just know that NVIDIA and AMD was the other one. Yeah. AMD was the one I was thinking about that was having issues. Where did I get the X from AMD? I have no idea. It's just the way my brain works. Oh, there's a patch released today? Thank you.
Okay, this is the Overlander Roadhouse coming up. It's at the junction of the main north-south highway here and the road that we've been following a little that leads into Shark Bay and Hamelin and so forth, Monkey Mire. It's the only access road into there. The Roadhouse is obviously a servo, provides diesel and fuel and so forth, but also food and some limited accommodation. They've got basically a patch of dirt out the back where you can park your van and stop the night for a couple of dollars. And there's showers and toilets available there too.
Oh, that's nice. Melvin Leroy, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Yeah, staff, I may have to upload that patch then and see if that fixes it for me. And so I am going to land in this runway, in this airport. I'm just going to land in the, because I got a tailwind right now, so I'm turning around, land into the wind.
I've heard a lot of people have had problems with that latest NVIDIA Scruffy and have rolled it back until this patch came out.
Yep, so I'll have to do that tomorrow if I think about it. Melvin Leroy is another fellow flight sim streamer. Good to see him, Melvin Leroy. Good friend of the community. That was a quiet one. Really, really nice to see him, Melvin. How you been, man? Thank you for shouting out Melvin Leroy, Infinite Fireman. Y'all go give Melvin Leroy a follow. All these people that I'm shouting out, give them a follow. They every one of them deserves it. Kind of what I do here. I love supporting other streamers and the flight sim community as a whole. No problem, dude. I totally understand, Melvin. It's same with me, dude. There's so many streamers that I know and so little time to watch. And yeah, Infinite Fireman, no problem, man. That's why I say what I do, to give you a clue to shout them out. So no worries, man. Negative 144, that's not, I thought that was smoother than that, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna stop it right here. Let's see here. Yeah, it is, staff. It is tough. It is. But no problem, Melvin Leroy. Like I said, I totally understand. The more flight simmers that I meet, the harder it is for me to remember who is and who isn't a streamer, and also to spend time with them. Oh yeah, negative 144 is good, but I like to do sub 100s as much as I can. So let me show you all these photos real quick that Oz posted. So these are the Hamelin Pool stromatolites that he was talking about. I'm going to open them in the browser. That's really wild. So Oz, how, these are probably just a foot tall right here, right? Or
yeah, about that. I'd say a foot to a foot and a half, something like that.
Gotcha.
Just babies, really.
And then that's more of them right here off this pier.
Yeah, that's a section of the walkway around the whole area there.
Ah, okay. Oh, you touched down on one wheel, Lamb Sauce? No, Staff, your wife has the flu now. And your son had it the last 2 days. Good Lord.
There's an awful lot of flu around this year by the looks of it.
Oh, this is interesting looking. Oh wow, yeah, that's a good picture there. That's really interesting. Really.
Yeah, that one's at low tide. You can see them a bit better.
Well, thank you for sharing all those odds. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. Oh, my water's still full. I haven't been hydrating. But I'm gonna go take a quick restroom break, and we'll be right back with our last leg of the night. It is 80. It is 86 nautical miles. We'll be flying a heading of 110, and I'll be right back. Yes, I've got a countdown timer actually. Infinite Fireman, check this out. There's my countdown to Flight Sim Expo right there. So the day that I leave, so I'm leaving, I'll get there on Thursday. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Enjoy some music and talk amongst yourselves. Oh, that was a quiet one. So, Staff, on those slot machines that were made in Australia, does the money come out the top of it instead of the bottom? Like, are they upside down? Okay. So one thing I wanted to check out really quick is, y'all know I'm a big fan of Parallel 42, the developers. They do an incredible job. They updated last week to where there are dogs now in the sim. I mean, in this, and I just wanted to see if they've got my breed of dog in there. They don't. I didn't think they would. So I've got a Chinese crested dog, and they're not, I mean, they're kind of rare, so it didn't surprise me that they're not in there. Oh yeah, money comes out of, oh, I thought you said the pockets. I was gonna say, yes, money comes out of the pockets of the people that are gambling for sure. You know, I've got a good idea for our. I've got a good idea.
The pokies, we call them here.
Oh, the pokey, gotcha. I had no idea. All right. Enough of that.
I think I might have to resort to the pokies because once again, Mrs. Oz bought the wrong lottery ticket last week. This is getting unacceptable. I think I'm going to have to sack her and find someone who knows what they're doing.
All right, so we'll get up in the air and fly the final leg to, let's see here, what airport was it? Who was asking? Someone was asking what airport we're going to. Oh yeah, Beethoven was. Beethoven, we are going to be going to Yankee Mike, Sierra, Murchisonshire. And I think I've got an idea for Sunday's flight now using those dogs. We'll see in New Zealand. All right, part brake off, flaps up, and I'm going to take off to the left. I'm going to take off to my left. No, I'll have a tailwind if I do that. I'm going to take off to my right. Sorry about that. Aha, that's funny, turd. There we go. So we'll take off this direction, so we'll have a headwind on takeoff. Sheesh. Sorry for the indecision. I was looking at the winds. That's okay, Lima. I mean, I was kind of getting in your way, not you mine. It's all good, my friend. Right over rock. And now I'll turn around to a heading of 110. So I don't know if I told you all this or not. The very first time I went to Las Vegas, I went to Vegas. I've been to Vegas 3 times. All were business trips. And I'll never forget what the owner of the dealership told me before I went my first trip. And I think I've mentioned this before, but he said, Bill, my name's Bill, in case you didn't know. Bill, when you go to Las Vegas, enjoy yourself, see the sights, look at the casinos, but always remember, keep in mind that all of those beautiful casinos with all of their over the top. Hang on a minute. My autopilot. I must have popped the circuit breaker. All the expensive. Right there. There we go. All the stuff that you see was not built by people winning those machines. And so I took his advice to heart. Oh, there we go. My autopilot is not working. I must have something else wrong. Oh, Barrow. So I took it to heart, and of the 3 times I went to Vegas, I never gambled a penny. So that was really good advice he gave me. But Vegas is amazing. If you ever have the opportunity to go to Vegas, take the opportunity and go. It's not a good place for kids. Yes, Beethoven. That'll be the next trip. Yep. Oh, you're going to be there in 18 days? Nice. Yeah, and see, staff, for me, gambling is about like drinking. I'm afraid if I start, then it'll take hold and I won't be able to stop. In the same way with gambling, I'm just that's just who I am. When I when I discover something that I really enjoy, it's hard to give it up. And hence I'm flying in the Cessna 172 for how long now? Oh yeah, staff, for you, you know, when it's your job, I mean, yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, Nightwind, I mean, just like, yeah. I mean, even eating, I'm addicted to eating. And it's taken a lot of self-control and hard work over the last 2 months to lose the weight that I've lost. Oh my word, yeah, Beethoven, 4:21 a.m. Sheesh. Beethoven, sleep well, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. And yeah, next Thursday, I believe I said we're gonna be looking at the telescopes. You got over 3,000 machines at your work. Dang. Yeah, Nightwind. And I know this is gonna sound controversial, and I don't mean it to be, because I try to stay away from controversial topics. My son-in-law, Tam the OG's husband, is a vapor. And I just wonder, you know, back in the days when cigarettes first came out, everyone, you know, was kind of like they are with vaping now. You know, it's safe, there's nothing wrong with smoking. And then, you know, 40 years later, we find out smoking tobacco is not at all good for you. And I'm afraid that vaping is going to be the same way. You know, everyone says, oh, it's harmless and there's nothing wrong with it and everything. And then, you know, we may find out, and I tell Tam the OG that we may find out that vaping, you know, may end up being just as dangerous as cigarettes.
Yeah, I gave up smokes about 7 or 8 years ago and switched to vaping. I've been doing that ever since. And I think the only thing you can say, or that they can say definitively, it is less harmful than cigarettes. But you know, that doesn't mean it doesn't come without some problems of its own, which, as you say, we may discover over time.
Right. Oh yeah. And I'm not preaching to you guys saying, hey, you know, whatever, you shouldn't vape. I'm just saying it's still fairly new, and anyways,
yeah, I think that, you know, we shouldn't vape is the answer. We shouldn't do a lot of things in life, probably. But I think what I do disagree with is the marketing of the vapes to young people, like
yes,
with all those fruity flavors and whatever, bubble gum and the rest of it. I think it's a fine aid for people like me and others who want to give up smoking, who just need the tobacco type flavors with the nicotine in it. But all the others, they ought to stop it, because that's what gets the youngsters onto it in the first place.
Yeah. Yep. Nuss, welcome in, Nuss. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Oh gosh, yeah, staff, I bet you were rough after stopping cold turkey 10 years ago. But the thing that bothers me, watching from bed right now with mouse, no problem. The thing that bothers me is that Tam the OG's husband and Tam will vape in the car with the kids in the car, and it just concerns me for their lungs, because they're you know, because we don't really know the long-term effects of it. I don't want it to affect them.
No, probably not a good idea, that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you imagine the outcry there would be if smoking and vaping hadn't existed, and some enterprising company tried to introduce them and get them on the market today. God.
Oh,
They'd never
wow.
do it.
Yeah. No problem. Infinite Fire, man. Thank you for hanging out, man. Always good to see you. And again, congratulations, man. I am excited to hear how the next 2 weeks goes for you, dude. And to learn some stuff from you as well.
See you, Infidel. Happy studying, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Nuss. I cheer you up having a Corona. Oh, no, wait. You've got the coronavirus, Nuss? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry. I totally missed. I thought you were saying that you were drinking a Corona. Sorry about that, man.
I thought he was smoking one.
I hope it's not a bad case of the virus. You see, Kev, that's part of the reason why I don't drink. Now, have I drunk? Yes. Do I sometimes take a drink? Yes. But my dad got pulled in. I won't say he was he wasn't a drunk like, you know, the guys you see stumbling around on the street, you know, begging and stuff. But he let drinking, when I was a young kid, he let drinking take him away from his family, where he would be going out drinking with his buddies and stuff like that because he was so addicted to that. And I don't want to become that way, because a lot of those things are hereditary. The addiction things can be hereditary. So I don't want to risk me becoming that person to where something takes precedence over my family. Zerp your hooves, what's going on? How are you, man? Just fever and lungs. Oh, that's good, Nuss. I'm doing really well, Derp. Thank you. Yeah, Nuss, take care of it, please. Yeah, for sure, Staff. Yep. There's a lot of carbs in beer. Yeah, now I'm not saying my dad was a bad person. My dad did change. My dad did a total lifestyle change, and he's an amazing father later on in his years, and a really awesome granddad. Unfortunately, smoking killed him. Is what killed him.
I forgot to mention earlier, by the way, we have left the Pilbara region of Australia now, where all the bulk of the mining and resource extraction goes on. We're now in the Murchison region.
So will we see more mines, or are they pretty much done now?
Oh, no, there's plenty more around Australia, don't worry. Plenty more mines to see. Some of the biggest ones too.
Oh, nice. Oh, no problem, Ness. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Speedy. Now, I can't say that I didn't try smoking as a kid. I did. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I didn't like it initially either, but you know, back in my day, like, because of peer group pressure and everybody else was doing it, you kind of persevere until you get over that.
That's right. Yeah, Staff, that's where I'm at now as well. Yeah, peer pressure. Yep.
Hey, Scruffy, I meant to mention to you, did you catch Sky Command's monologue on his stream the other day?
Oh, no, I did not. What day was that?
It'll be 2 or 3 days ago now. He was basically having a bit of a dig at MSFS for their lack of full participation in Black History Month as compared to what they did for International Women's Day. Very good talk he sort of gave for about 15 minutes before he started, actually. Very well said, I thought.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. All right, so I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm on autopilot, so I'm going to turn off my camera and turn on the screaming guitar solo song and jump in the drone and fly around. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh yeah, I meant to go into emote only mode. Forgot about that. So post up those emotes. Now's the time to throw those emotes in there. Let's see what you got. Ah, Death Crow's in the Stagger Wing. Nice. There we go. Post them up. Post them up. Don't be shy. You know you want to post your emotes. Hey, David the David, how you doing, man? All right, little fun there that I like to do every now and then. Turn off the cameras, turn up the music, and just enjoy some emotes. Welcome in, David the Daybed. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Let me return the drone back to my plane now. Happy Thursday to you, David. Hope you're doing well. And so if you're just joining us, we are about 50 nautical miles away from the final destination airport of the night. If you'd like to fly along with us, you're still welcome to jump in and fly Southeast Asia server. And we are 27 miles east-northeast of Calabari. Yankee Bravo, Lima Bravo. Thank you, Kev. That's a lot of fun. I try to remember to do that once or twice during each stream because it's just, yeah, it really is a fun segment. And of course, that's not me. I pulled that from Two Tone Murphy. And again, we all inspire each other different ways. Speaking of Two Tone Murphy, I have invited him to share the stage with me at Flight Sim Expo, as well as Flights with Joel, Captain Arash, Sparky Pilot, Pilot Stud, and myself. So there'll be 6 of us sharing the stage at Flight Sim Expo, talking about what inspires us to stream. And there'll be an open time for questions as well. Yeah, so I'm really honored to have him accept to be on that panel. Really, my idea for it was to have one partnered streamer, one new streamer who's Sparky Pilot 86, and then the rest of it just be kind of middle of the road streamers, and just share what we love. And I chose us based on, I was really hoping the people at Flight Sim Expo would say, yeah, that's a great idea. Here's who will be on your panel. They let me pick. And I know so many Flight Sim streamers. It was very difficult to choose. So what I did was, yeah, exactly, staff, exactly. So what I did, I chose the people, some of the first streamers that I met, and family friendly was another criteria. I mean, I had to come up with some kind of criteria to pick. So I tried to pick streamers that were like me, family friendly, and that's how I chose. But yeah, I really enjoy Two Tone Murphy a lot. Don't get to hang out in this channel as much as I would like to. But he is a super cool guy, and I can't wait to meet him and everyone else at Flight Sim Expo.
Yeah, Murph is a born entertainer, I reckon. I mean, it wouldn't matter whether it was flight sim or truck driving or anything else. He would make it an experience.
Yep. Sure would. And Sim Caesar too. I really enjoy Sim Caesar's channel. I don't know if he's going to be there or not. I've asked him, but I haven't gotten a solid answer from Sim if he's going to be at Expo or not. Because another great guy that I like to watch. Yeah, I mean, staff, the entire Flight Sim community is just amazing. I have seen us rally as a community around many different causes. And I've had so many different streamers help me out when I first started, and I pay that back by helping others out. Yeah, Staff, I hope so, man. I've got to remember to update my driver as well. Good Lord, I got a ton of messages. Oh, nice. Howard Forder, Forder Learn to Fly is going to be a speaker as well. He just posted on Twitter. He's been accepted as a speaker as well. Very cool. Oh, you're welcome, Kev. I enjoy, again, I am just passing along what I have learned from others, and that is to help others, which is kind of my life philosophy is helping, those that have been given much should also give as well. And that's what I totally believe in. Joel, what's up, man? So yeah, I just believe in what I have been given to give back, And I still sit back after every stream and like, what have I done to deserve to have amazing followers and viewers, like the community that I have. And isn't that wild, Staff? And what's wild is when the internet first became really popular in the mid to late 90s, my brother started meeting some women online, and it was just so weird. Like, no, you're actually gonna go. I think he flew to Utah to meet some girl one time. No, Nevada. He flew to Nevada. And I'm like, dude, you're going to go to Nevada and meet some girl that you've never met before? What the heck? But now, some of my closest friends are people that I've never met face to face. I've talked to them on the phone, I've texted them and on Discord and stuff, but I've never met them face to face. And that's so cool that now we have the world as our community because of the internet and stuff like this. Yeah, it's really cool, Nightwind Elf, and now we have a means to do, somewhat of a background check and make sure that you're not given right to see stuff. He does. He woke up in a bathtub of ice. I'm just kidding. But yeah, back then in the, late 90s, early 2000s, it was like, what? You're doing what? Oh, really, Turd? That's wild. Yeah, bulletin board systems. Yep. It's wild. I was one of my best friends from online that I met was a woman that lived in New Zealand, Ann Woolhams, and she passed away a few years ago of cancer, but she was one of the first people that I talked to internationally over the internet, and it was so cool to get to talk to someone live time without having to pay an outrageous phone bill. even though it was dial up. And who would have thought just, 30 years later, we're flying with multiple. Right, exactly. Exactly, Joel. And now we fly with people from all around the world in live time, can chat in live time, voice in live time, and interact with each other in a very realistic way. It's wild, very wild. Yeah, Staff, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Joel, it's kind of funny how things, it's funny how perspective changes with things. So I'm wearing an Apple Watch, okay? When I was a service manager, I won as part of a Chevrolet contest a Bulova watch, and that thing had a $350 value. It was an analog watch, beautiful watch, and I said, dude, I would never have spent $350 on a watch. That is absolutely stupid. Who would do that? And now here I am walking around with I don't know how much these are, but they're a lot more than 350 bucks. And it's crazy.
Yeah, I seem to remember that they had the first digital watch, actually, the Bulova Accutron. You used to have to press a button to get a red LED display up on it.
Right, yeah, I actually remember that, Oz. That's wild. Yeah, exactly, Joel. It is.
I saw on someone Discord in the last couple of days, I can't remember who, might have been Forders, I can't remember, but somebody posted a picture of a guy like standing in a small room like an office, surrounded by like audio gear and audio visual gear and TVs and phones and stuff like that back in the day. And the comment at the bottom was, and we carry all this around in our pocket now.
Yep, I saw that earlier today, actually, Oz. Sure did. That's wild.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. And you pull this device out your pocket, you can contact anywhere on the face of the planet, pretty much.
Yeah. And I remember when I was a kid, I think I was probably a young teenager, when the first calculator watch came out, and I thought, whoa, a watch with a calculator on it. It was pretty much useless, but still, it was freaking cool. Texas One Flyboy, what is going on? Thank you so much for the resub. 7-month streak. What? Thank you so much for that, Texas One. Welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, exactly, Flights with Joel. We're using, what would be considered a supercomputer. Yeah. And my computer is like minimum spec.
Yeah, the Apollo 11 mission in 1969 had computers on board that had about as much power as that very, very first digital watch that came out.
Yep, that is absolutely incredible. Yeah, Nightwind Elf, you're exactly right. Smartwatches are everything I ever wanted in a spy watches, and as a kid, now you can't see a real need for one. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm doing really well, Texas One. Thank you. Staff, don't be nervous, man. It's gonna be all good, dude. I am excited about it. No nerves whatsoever. But I understand that not everyone's the same, and I understand where you're coming from. Oh man, I
find with those kind of things, all the nerves are prior to the event or the talk or whatever you've got to do.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the hammer comes down and you actually start, that all melts away, and you just be yourself.
Kev, so they probably got full flaps and probably about it that I doubt that they're at wide open throttle, but they've got to be pretty hard on the throttle and full flaps to be able to keep up with my slow pace. The F-18 can fly at about 118 without stalling. Yeah, any mistake and it stalls though. Oh, you're in hover mode. That's true. That's true, because you're in the Harrier. I wasn't thinking about that.
That was another good meme I saw on somebody's Discord the other day. It was a cartoon drawing of a fighter pilot ejecting from like an F-18 or something like that. And the caption was, well, on the one hand, it's a $40 million aircraft, but on the other hand, the Spider was inside the cockpit.
Oh, the F-35. Sorry, lamb sauce. Yeah, staff. And man, you know, I'm always here for you. Malthorian, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. We are approaching our final airport of the day, of the night. What's going on, Belthorian? Hope you're doing well. Yes, yes, Kev. For sure. Yeah, and I was I was actually a little bit disappointed that we've got a 1 hour time slot. So 6 people over a 1 hour time slot, that's only 10 minutes each. And they say to try to keep it within that 1 hour time slot. So we'll see how that works out. Because I mean, I could go on for 10 minutes about my inspiration for flight simming, and that's not even giving time for the audience to ask questions. And the room that we're going to be in it will hold 700 people. Now, does that mean 700 people will be in there? You know, I'm not expecting 700 people to be in there, but it will be the biggest crowd that I've ever spoken to before. And I'm not at all nervous right this minute. You set up a folding at home client. No, I have not heard. What is folding at home? I've not heard of that.
Nervous?
Yes.
First time.
Joel,
No,
I didn't tell you that.
lots of times.
Yeah, so actually, Kev, there is going to be an online component to, shoot. Come on now, Flight Sim. There is going to be an online component to online registration that I think is going to be fairly inexpensive, where you can watch the seminars and stuff. And our panel will be recorded. However, as part of our agreement, we cannot show it for 6 months or something like that, and then we're free to show it. So we can't. I've had people ask me if I was going to live stream it, and I was going to, but we're not allowed to live stream the panel either. Live stream it, not stream it. So you'll be able to see it at some point. So, Sergeant Staff, who are you talking about? Was the first person you set your channel to? I missed who you were talking about, Staff. I'm sorry. Oh, that's cool, Bethorian. Oh, okay, Staff, I'm with you now. That's right, you've told me that. I apologize. And earlier, Drunken Simming and the other person you mentioned, were those the two from South Africa, Staff, that you were talking about? Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting, Beltorian. I'll have to look into that and see the bad fly and the bad jokes, guys. Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, now you're just showing off.
I usually don't succeed in doing that. Somehow I end up on the ground usually. Oh, nice, Belthorian. That's pretty awesome. Let me take a picture of that really quick, and I will look into that. Thank you. Oh, Team ID. Cool. Wait a minute. Let me take another picture of that. Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting to do inversion in the 172. It's not built for that, and so it's a lot of times I'll end up in the ground. Oh, dang, Balthorian, that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to fly into, what runway? Straight in, runway 13. Runway 13. So it looks like there's a dirt runway and then a paved runway, asphalt. So I'm going to fly into the asphalt runway. You're all train wrecks together. Hey, that's all right though, staff. I mean, it's good to have people that have been where you have been and that you can talk things through with. That's amazing. And that's kind of what I do tomorrow morning. I meet with 3 other guys. Well, wait, is it 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. I meet with 4 other guys on Friday mornings at 6:30 in the morning, and we talk about our life struggles, and we do it's a Bible study as well, but we talk about our struggles, what we're struggling with in life, and we're just it's just nice to have someone that you can be open and real with that has been through what you've been through. This aircraft right here, Belthorian, this one is through Just Flight. This is the WB Sim mod to the 172 that's in the premium version of Microsoft Flight Sim. So to get this, you have to have the deluxe. I think it's the deluxe version of Flight Sim. Yeah, and it's just nice to be able to share struggles with others. You need to head off to work. Take care, staff. And again, reach out to me anytime, man. And take care of yourself. Have a wonderful night at work. Fix all those upside down Australian slot machines. I can understand that, Belthorian. I mean, I you know, would probably never convince anyone to change their mind about anything, and I don't try to. Oh, the Kit Fox. Yeah, so the Kit Fox is in Orbix. Yes, is on Orbix. That's pretty funny. Belthorian, yeah, that's a very agile plane, and so it's available on the marketplace, but I would recommend getting it on Orbix and get the entire Kit Fox package, because with that you get, oh gosh, 5 different planes. I think it is. There's a low and slow version that's really slow, and then you got a really fast version of it too that climbs like a rocket, but it's an amazing plane. Yeah, the Kit Fox is amazing. Yeah, Nightwind, I will be using it on Sunday for sure. That's my plan, to use the Kit Fox on the New Zealand tour. Oh, nice. I think I've got that one too, the Corsair off the marketplace. I'm pretty sure that's the one I brought. Yeah, bring the Tundra tires for sure. So Sunday, well, Saturday is going to be my next stream, and we'll be in Italy flying Saturday, continuing the Italy tour. And I'm probably going to be flying the Wilga on that entire Italy series. And then Sunday we'll be in New Zealand. Nightwind Elf has created an amazing flight plan for Sunday. I've already got it posted up so you can download it, take a look at it. And I'll be flying the Kit Fox for that one. Silver Spell, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Silver Spell, you're coming in right at the end. We're just wrapping things up. The Silver Spell's another, yes, Silver Spell's another flight, a variety streamer, easy for me to say. Longtime friend of the community here, but a great streamer as well. Go give Silver Spell a follow. She is a very fun streamer, and someone I've known for quite a while as well. I'm going really fast. Good Lord. Oh, that was not good. Sheesh. 280. Ugh. Yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. Yeah, sorry about that. There we go, and a little bit of stutters there too. So Yeah, another great stream, y'all. Is Silver Spell? Yeah, Silver Spell got a shout out. Just making sure. So it's been a ton of fun. Let me jump out of the plane really quick. Put my flaps up. Yeah. Always glad to have you and everyone else here too. I'm gonna jump in the drone and we'll watch some people land in. It's a little early. Let's watch some people come in and land. Oh man, it's so gumbo and like chili, anything like that. The more you let it simmer, the more it tastes, the better it tastes. Here comes Oz. Oh, Oz is still a ways out. No, he's not. Okay, I see you coming. Oh, that man, that that sounds good. You were 229 on your landing. What were you flying, Frankie? Here comes Fly Mavic, and there's Andy. So once we get everyone on the ground, oh, 218 for you in the chopper. Yeah, it really does. Oh, the stock version G1000, nice. I'll get a screenshot once we get on the ground of everybody, and then we'll oh, the 145 is, I've got it. It is worth it. It's fast. It'll easily keep up with any general aviation plane. Easy. Oh, Oz snuck up on me. Nice plant job there. Little hop, no problem at all. Good job, good job. There's Nova stuff. Peter Mooney, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Good to see you, Peter. Peter Mooney is another flight sim streamer. Been streaming for a little bit more than 3 months. Hang on a minute. Good to see you, Peter. Hope you're doing well, man. Let me give Peter Mooney a shout out. You did, man. We are just wrapping things up right now. I'm about to head out and head to bed. Start well, not start my day tomorrow, but so I can start my day tomorrow. You get a quick screenshot and a shout out from Peter Mooney. Y'all go give Peter Mooney a shout out. Awesome, again, an awesome flight sim streamer, good friend of the community here. Actually had an opportunity to spend some time talking to Peter on Discord the other day. Really enjoyed that. Oh, Fly Mavic, you just bought the plane today. How do you like it? Let's do a top-down view here. Oh, that would have been a good shot if I'd have caught it in time. All right, let's see here. Who we gonna raid? Let's see here. Did we raid Comet Crazy not too long ago?
Yeah, thanks everyone for your company on the flight again, and we'll catch you all on the next leg.
Oz, thank you so much for all you do too. I really appreciate all the pictures and the voice commentary as well. It means a ton. Thank you. I tell you what, I'm gonna do something different tonight again. Oh, you're welcome, Peter. I'm glad I can help. Nymax, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So what I'm gonna do tonight, typically I will raid someone who's flight simming, but there's a friend of the community here that's an amazing musician. This guy was recently on Rolling Stone Twitch's channel, featured. He is very talented. He is going places, y'all. And it is it's Philip Bowen. Philip Bowen Music. This dude is very, very talented. Just come over on the raid, and if you if you want to hang out for a minute and then leave, that's fine as well. But let's raid him with a big crowd of people. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for flying along. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Every single time I stream, again, I'm just blown away by the people that want to hang out in my channel and just talk and fly along and everything. So thank you, everybody, for being here. But especially thank you to those. Nymax, thank you for the follow. Texas One Flyboy, thank you for the resub. Tam the OG, my daughter, subbed for 27 months. Sky Command, thank you for the amazing raid, my friend. Sky Command's an awesome streamer, good friend of the community. What in the world is going on down there? General Hodas, thank you for the sub as well. Lima, thank you for the raid. Flights with Joel with an amazing raid also. Thank you, Joel, for being a friend and for the amazing raid and for the resub. Sonic the Revenge, thank you for the follow. Bush Ripkin, thank you. Bush Tripkin, thank you for the follow. Quattrocini, thank you for the follow also off stream. That wraps it up. Y'all take care. I wish you happy landings. Here's the raid messages really quick before stream gets over. Take care. See you next time.